Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Natalia Leigh. I'm an indie author and the managing editor at Enchanted Ink Publishing, and I am starting a new writing vlog after I wipe this. So I just this past week posted kind of a writing vlog. There's a lot of talking in it, though there is some writing, and I am talking about writing and publishing, but I posted that this past week, and that vlog was primarily from like end of April, beginning of May, and now it is June 8th, and I just feel like there's so much to get caught up on. I have been keeping very busy. Spring / early summer has suddenly and finally arrived here where we live in the mountains of Colorado. So I have been outside quite a bit more. We planted some more trees on our property. We've been doing some gardening, you know, we've been out with the horses more. So that's been taking up a bit of time. A lot of work, stuff like that, a lot of fun book stuff. So I'm finally getting around to vlogging yet again. So like I said, it is June 8th. The last time I talked to you, I was about to get started on copy edits for the 2 books I have been working on. We are far past that now at this point. I finished copy edits on both books. Greg formatted the 3rd book in my paranormal romance trilogy, and then I proofread it. We got all the updates done. That book is done. It is now out with ARC readers, and it comes out in less than 2 weeks. So it's going to be out very soon, in 10 days actually. So that comes out here in 10 days. Just this morning, I finished formatting the contemporary romance, or at least like the main bulk of it. Greg is gonna go back in and do all of my front matter and back matter and kind of take a look at it and make sure I didn't do anything funny, because I sometimes do that when I'm using InDesign. So he'll take a look at that, he'll do the front and the back matter, and then starting Monday probably, I'm going to dive into that proofread. And I expect that to not take any longer than maybe a week. And the reason I say that is that this book, this contemporary romance, is my favorite book I've ever written. I've mentioned that a few times now, and every single time I sit down to do an editing pass, I get through it very quickly, just because the story drags me in and it drags me along because I enjoy it so much. So I do expect to start the proofread on Monday, probably hopefully have it finished by the following Monday, and then at that point that book will just be sitting around for a little while. This book is scheduled to come out in late July, so it is going to be available to ARC readers early July. I have learned that for my ARC readers, I don't like to give them too much time, because I feel that for voracious readers, people who read a lot, they read really fast, they do a lot of ARC reviews, I don't want to have them read it quickly and then just get completely distracted and, you know, go and read 20 other books and potentially forget that they need to review mine. So I typically do about like a 2 to 3 week window for ARC reviewers on my books. That might change in the future, we'll see. The contemporary romance will be my 4th book that I have that I have done ARC services for, and that's just kind of where I'm at this point with those, is that I like to give my readers 2 to 3 weeks. My books are relatively short, between like 50 and 65,000 words, so they are manageable to read within a 2 or 3 week period of time, especially if you are a fast, voracious reader. So that's where those 2 are sitting. And then the next update, which I don't think, I haven't talked about because I haven't filmed in like a month, is that I did start writing a new contemporary romance. So I wanted to pull it up. I haven't pulled it up in a while because I've been focused on the paranormal romance. I've been really focused on like the proofread and getting that up for ARC readers. I was slightly behind on that just because life has been busy, as it usually is. So I have not been working on this new contemporary romance, but I did get started on it. So I'm working on chapter 5 of this new romance, and I am 6,290 words in. I thought I was about 5,000 words in, but I'm 6,290 words into this, 20 pages, working on chapter 5, and I am just about to break into Act 2. The break into Act 2 will officially happen in chapter 6. So very, very close to that now, or potentially chapter 7. We'll see if I end up doing a scene break here or if I'm going to do a new chapter. But that is the next big update, is that I have started working on my next book. I have been taking a little bit of a break from writing. I am going with the flow more this year. I want to say I'm having a balance between giving myself hard deadlines that I push myself to achieve, and then also giving myself time to rest when I need it. So I've really noticed that I go through these cycles of high energy, low energy, and when I have those high energy days and weeks, I really utilize them because I enjoy it. I have a ton of energy and I can get a lot done. And then I also have more low energy weeks, or weeks where work is really tough and demanding, or things are going on and I just don't really have the emotional bandwidth to be working on projects, and I'm okay with that too. So I've kind of been going through one of those periods, but I'm excited to dive back into this book probably once the proofread on my first contemporary romance is done. So maybe here in a week, just over a week, I think I will be back to writing this one. So I'm going to try to film this week and next. I'm going to try to not just do like huge segments of talking, which is what I am typically very good at doing. So welcome back to another vlog. We are going to do maybe a little bit of formatting, start proofreading, and then hopefully dive into this brand new contemporary romance book. We're finally getting rain. Hello friends, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, June 11th. It is 5:30 p.m. It's a little later than I thought. I had a very full, very busy work day. I finished up my work about an hour and a half ago, had some dinner, took a break from the computer just to relax and kind of let my mind rest for a little bit. And I'm about to dive back into the proofread on my contemporary romance. I started the proofread on Sunday. Today is Tuesday evening, and I'm already on chapter 22 out of, I think, 28 or 29 chapters. I have been proofreading in the morning, I've been proofreading in the evening, and I've been excited to work on it. I've been enjoying working on it because I love this book so much. This is the first book that I have not gotten tired of. All of my books that I have written, I get to the point where I've read them and reread them and edited them and re-edited them so many times that I get absolutely sick and tired of reading them. And with this book, I think I'm on my 4th read now, and I'm still just excited. Like, I love being with the characters, I love being in the world, I love reading it, and I truly just get kind of swept up in the fun of the story versus just sitting and being like in an editing mindset. So I do sometimes have to stop and go back and start rereading when I get really caught up and I'm no longer reading with that really careful eye. So it's been really fun, but I am now in Act 3, so I will be done with this proofread very soon, and it makes me kind of sad because I enjoy this book so much. But the cover is ready to go once this proofread is done, and the spine can get the final resize that it needs with the final formatted page count. And my plan is to order a proof copy this week, or I wouldn't even call it a proof copy. It would really be just an author copy. And the funny thing is that my other book, the 3rd book in my paranormal romance trilogy, comes out in 1 week, and I still don't even have a copy of the paperback. And part of that is on me because I did not get the formatting done as early as I wanted, and then that kind of compounded by me not turning in my kind of final cover design form to my cover designer. And then on top of that, the cover designer that I worked with for those 3 books is a bit slow, and I've been waiting for over a week now to get that final wrap. They told me they would have it to me yesterday, but today's Tuesday evening and I still haven't heard back. So that's a tad bit frustrating as well. You know, having to sit around so long waiting for something that is preventing me from moving forward in the process. But again, I know that that is primarily on me because I didn't get it to them as early as I should have. So I'm really hoping that they will get it to me by like tomorrow, the 12th. I can't make any changes to the book after the 14th. And I did email them and I let them know that I'm really on a time crunch and I need to get that cover uploaded before they lock the book. So fingers crossed that they will get it to me hopefully tomorrow. And as soon as I get that uploaded to KDP, I'm going to order an author copy of that as well. So I should hopefully be getting 2 books here in the next few weeks, depending on how quickly KDP prints. They've been very, very, very slow for me. Like it typically takes at least 2 weeks to get an author copy in. So we will see how that goes. But I wanted to update you, let you know that I am working on the final proofread on my contemporary romance. And then once this proofread is done, which will probably be here like tomorrow, I will be officially on to a brand new book because the paranormal romance trilogy is done. It comes out in a week. This book is going to be done. It'll go out for ARC readers in early July. I'm actually going on a trip with my mom, and I like never go on trips anywhere. I am such a homebody. But my mom and I are going to Las Vegas, and we will be there kind of toward the end of June. So I will be gone for a few days. I'm taking a few days off of work. I haven't taken a few days off of work since I can't remember. So I am having to work harder to prepare for those 3 days that I will be gone. So I'm doing extra pages for my editing clients. I'm really just trying to plan ahead. But I will be gone at the end of June. I've never been to Vegas before, so it should be an interesting experience. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm kind of terrified too. And once I get back from that trip, that following week probably is when arcs of this book will go out. And I'm really wondering how this book is going to perform in terms of how many ARC readers will be interested in it, because the first book in my paranormal romance trilogy I feel did very well on the ARC sites that I used, and I'm wondering if that's just because it's a spicy paranormal romance, and I think a lot of readers on those sites are interested in that genre. I primarily see romance on those sites, but I see a lot of fantasy, like urban fantasy romance, paranormal romance, that kind of stuff, fantasy romance. So we'll see how a contemporary romance performs on those sites. So that is where I'm at right now. I think Greg and I are going to walk down to our mailbox here in a little bit. We got a package that I want to go pick up, but until we do that, I am going to probably have an iced tea and dive back into my proofread. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, June 12th. I have gotten started on my work for the day, but I wanted to let you know that my cover designer finished the paperback wrap for book 3. They sent that over, so I got it uploaded to KDP already. And now I'm just waiting for KDP to like process and approve the file, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order an author copy. And I also finished my proofread this morning on my contemporary romance. I started it on Sunday, finished it Wednesday morning. I went way, way, way faster than I thought I was going to, so that is done. Today, if I have time after work, I'm gonna go ahead and finalize the wraps for that book. so that I can upload everything to KDP, order an author copy of that. And this means that I am officially done with my paranormal romance trilogy. That comes out next week. I am officially done with my first ever contemporary romance, and now I'm going to move on officially to my new book. And I think I mentioned earlier in this vlog that book is sitting around 6,000 words, and I'm thinking that probably tonight or tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and jump right back into that. It's been a little while since I worked on it, but it's been in my mind. I've been thinking about it pretty often, so I'm looking forward to getting back into it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on work. I've got a lot of work to do today. It's been a very busy 2 weeks. I'm working on a line edit right now. We have some book covers that we have to finalize for clients. I need to review an edit that just came in from one of the editors. I have to reach out to our accountant today, post on Instagram. There's just a bunch of little things that need to be done. So I'm going to turn on my Taylor Swift playlist. I've been absolutely loving the Tortured Poets Department. I think it is my very favorite album from her. So I've been listening to it non-stop since it came out. So I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to get to work and hopefully finish up work at a decent hour today so that I can do more of my personal bookish stuff. All right, hello friends. It is the evening now. It is almost 6:30, so I'm actually gonna go let the horses out here soon. We have not been getting much rain, so we are keeping them off the pasture the majority of the day and then just letting them out for a few hours at night, because our pasture is not coming in very well because it has just been so dry here. But I'm gonna go let the horses out. I already had some dinner, and I ended up having to work a bit of a long day today. I worked a long day yesterday, a long day today. My eyes are a bit sore. So even though I want to sit down and do more of my own bookish stuff, I need to take a break. So I had dinner. I'm gonna exercise now, let the horses out, take a shower, clean up, the kitchen, stuff like that. And maybe I'll see how I feel this evening. I'll see if I want to do any other bookish stuff. But if not, if my eyes are just feeling kind of fatigued and done for the day, then I will just have to wait until tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna get my workout gear on. It is very hot in here. We usually don't hit temps like this until July, and it's only June. So it's been dry, it's been very hot. I'm afraid of wildfire season, but I'm going to exercise, shower, let the horses out, and we'll see how I'm feeling. Just wanted to give you a little update. And my other update is that I ordered those author copies. I ordered 2 author copies of my paranormal romance book 3, and then hopefully tomorrow I will be able to finalize the files for my contemporary romance, and I would like to go ahead and get one of those ordered. And I'm going to order the case laminate version, and hopefully I will have those here in the next couple weeks because they do take so long to print and ship. So yeah, that's my little update for you, and I will see you again soon. Hello friends, and happy Friday. It is Friday, June 14th at about 12:30, and I am about to start working on my own bookish things, so I wanted to bring you along with me. I think the last day I checked in was Wednesday, and on Wednesday I ordered a couple author copies of my paranormal romance book. Those have not yet printed or shipped. They're supposed to be here between the 23rd and the 26th of June. So those will eventually be on their way. And today I want to finish uploading the cover files for my contemporary romance because I want to order an author copy of that as well. The contemporary romance is coming out near the end of July, so I want to get my books so that I can start marketing them a little bit more. So that is where we're at today. I have not yet started, I haven't gotten started on my new book again just yet. but that is my goal. Hopefully tonight or this weekend I can start getting back into that, because it's been a couple weeks now since I worked on it, so I want to take the time to reread what I've written. I'm only 6,000 words in, so I'll be able to read it pretty quickly, kind of settle back into the story, and then get started on writing again, because there's now nothing left to do on my paranormal or my contemporary romances. Those are totally done, and I'm just in the final kind of prep stages for publication. So we're gonna go ahead and do some cover stuff, get my cover files uploaded to KDP, and order some author copies. Okay, so a little update. I just had my lunch. It is 2 p.m. and I finished uploading the cover and the manuscript for the case laminate version of my contemporary romance. I went ahead and looked through that and approved it, and now they're just processing it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the paperback, and when I'm done with that, we'll be heading out here very shortly to go and get groceries and run our errands in town, and hopefully when we get back this evening I'll be able to put the paperback and case laminate author copies in my Amazon cart and get those ordered. So I'm just going to turn my Taylor Swift playlist back on and finish up this paperback, all these paperback details, and get that in the process of being approved. All right, so it is, what time is it? It's 2:45. I got everything uploaded. KDP is processing the files, so we are going to get ready to head out and go grocery shopping, and we have to go to Walmart and just go do a bunch of little errands and stuff in town. And hopefully when I come back home, I will be able to order my author copies, and depending on how the night goes, maybe I will even dive back into my next contemporary romance and probably start reading through it so that I can be prepared to start writing again. So we're gonna go grocery shopping, which I hate grocery shopping, and I will touch base with you when we get back. Okay, my friends, we ran all of our errands, got back from grocery shopping, I exercised, took a shower. It is almost 7:30 now, and KDP has not finished reviewing my paperback and hardcovers of my contemporary romance yet. So I think I'm going to just wait until tomorrow. Hopefully they will have reviewed it tomorrow and I can order those. But I wanted to go ahead and wrap up this vlog here because I am now going to start a new vlog, probably focusing more on starting to get back into writing my next book. And then there will probably be publication day stuff in there as well, because publication day for the third book in my trilogy is coming up this week. It's only a few days away. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next vlog, hopefully very soon. Bye.